What's up, everybody? Welcome to Girl Cave. We have Denise with us. Say hi, Denise.
Hi, everyone, and thank you for joining.
All right. So, hey, David, what's going on? We'll give everybody a little bit of time to get signed in. David, so how have you been since last night? Okay, Denise, I don't know if you play with us very often, but when you ask somebody something, it takes forever for their answers to come through because it goes up and then it has to come back down, and it's a see.
Yeah, that happened to me the other night. I was on with you guys when Scott was on, and my phone was acting ridiculous, and I couldn't ask questions because by the time I was like, "Oh, forget it."
You can ask questions, but you just have to be
Wait.
patient. It's worse
Yeah,
for
yeah.
us because we ask you guys stuff, and then it's like, oh my god, okay, nobody. We're like, so you're gonna answer, and they're like, we answer, but it took forever for it to show up. Yeah, there's some drag.
Expected, especially when you get a lot of people on and you got the screens just flashing with questions.
Well, following the questions, once there's a bunch of people on, that makes it easier because then you can just while somebody else's answer is going up into the cloud and coming back down, somebody else's has already come back in. So it's like that actually helps.
So how have
Hi,
you been doing? How is the weather there currently?
cold.
Cold? Is it? We're kind of chilly here too, if I want to
It's
say
not
cold.
wet, but it's cold.
Yeah, here 49 and wet. It's been raining from early in the morning, and mind you, they said it's going to rain till 10 o'clock. So it's been
We need the rain. It was in the low 40s. It's probably dipped down now that it's dark, but yeah, it's crazy. It's raining in Virginia, David.
That's why. An hour, Virginia? An hour and a half away from me. So yeah, it's probably going down that way.
54 and raining there. Yeah, he's like six hours from us. Takes us 6 hours to get to his place.
6 hours.
No, 5 hours. 5 hours because he's about an hour away from my daughter, and it takes 6 hours to get to my daughter. So he's about 5 hours from us.
5 hours.
Cool. So I'm trying to figure out, Andy, how come I can't see where the viewers and stuff are? Oh, is that this?
Yep.
Okay.
David, Bridget.
Yes. Yeah, we got David and Bridget. Guys, don't forget to smash that like button and subscribe if you haven't. They're in my backpack. You want to send my parents their little thing so that they know that. Baby, you want to let my parents know that we're live? Yeah, because they don't know. My mom and dad are not
Tech savvy.
They're not.
I am not either. So you know what? I can relate.
That's why I'm always like, babe, don't go very far, because if I have to do anything, I do not know how to do it.
I got my son and my daughter in the kitchen. Hey, if I go like this, come here.
Yeah, hey, come here. What's up, Evan? How's it going? All right, guys. So we have some really cool, fun stuff tonight. So Christmas shopping. Who doesn't like to shop?
Exactly. Personalized.
Denise has some really cool personalized Camaro type stuff that she's got way more stuff than I thought she had. But she's got some really cool stuff. I'm already oh my god, I'm gonna get that for this person. I'm gonna get that. I'm already got my list, and she showed me some other stuff before we went live. I'm like, what? So I'm so excited. But So yeah, guys. So if you need some Camaro theme, like I don't know, I know we did a bunch of club parties that were where we had to have Christmas Camaro themed Christmas exchange gifts. This is your girl. She's got you. She's gonna be able to hook you up with stuff that you can't like. We did in Heartland at Heartland Camaros when we did our Christmas parties. Everybody brought a Camaro themed gift, and it had to be like under a certain amount of money. And like we sometimes went over, but like not by much because you got to keep it like even. But it was so hard to find stuff that was original. Everybody wanted to fight over this stuff that was something that something that somebody else couldn't have. So you didn't want something that like everybody could just go to Hobby Lobby and buy it for their own self. You always wanted to get something that somebody had custom made, or you found something that was, from another country, or just, you always wanted to fight over the stuff that nobody else could have. She's going to have that because
Yes.
whatever she's going to make for you is going to be customized and one of a kind. Unless somebody calls her and is like, hey, can you make that thing that you made for Tonja?
Can you make that?
Okay. Or I'm going to be like, wait, okay, I want you to make this for me, but don't you dare make this for somebody else just like it.
It's funny because I tell my guests that I try not to repeat. And if I do, I change it. I change it up a little bit because I want everyone to feel that their piece was made for them. That's the whole idea.
I mean, I made a pink hat and now everybody else has my pink hat because Andy went and made like a whole bunch of them and sold them. So much for my pink hat. That was one of a kind. Can't have nothing. Can't have anything nice.
No. Can't take you anywhere.
Can't. This is why I can't have nice things.
I can't wait. I cannot wait. I made I'm in the process of making. I got a couple goodies for you. I only showed you a few because you're receiving your holiday care package, but I'm doing a cutting board.
Oh my God, I'm so excited.
I can't wait. With your logo on it. I mean, I love watching watching the things that you do. And I said, oh my goodness, I'm going to make her cutting board. Cutting board with your.
You guys, look at all this Christmas stuff that you could get like with your own. So, all right. So I'm going to let you go ahead and do your thing. You guys, this is, oh my God, that is so cute.
This is a hoodie I made. And of course, I make it unique because it's inside your hoodie. See, inside you got the Grinches.
Oh my God, babe. It has like the little.
That's so cool.
Look at the little.
You don't see that. Hoodie. You don't even see that in stores.
I try to make it unique.
Thing. Look.
The sleeves.
Oh my God, look at how cute.
The sleeves, and then I make all, of course, because people love the Grinch. There goes the pants.
Oh my God.
Oh my God, that's adorable.
Oh my God, I love the Grinch. I love the Grinch. I love the Grinch.
And then, of course,
Andy and I have matching Grinch. Oh my God,
she got the shoes?
Oh wow. My God, she got kicks. She got kicks. Andy and I have matching Grinch pajamas for Christmas.
Isn't it? I love it. You can't go wrong with the Grinch.
I love him.
I have merch. As you notice, I have an actual, and these cups, like I said, I only make one of each one. They can be personalized with your name going across or whatever quote you want. Now, I have a line that I'm working on, and it's called Uncensored, Uncensored. And that is for people, for bachelorette, weddings, because I do also wedding cups. I did bouquets and wedding cups for a group. And that's the uncensored line, something, a quote or something personal. I say that I keep it very discreet and private. And if they want a joke and it's a joke between them and a friend and they want to send something, it's called my uncensored, and it's called uncensored. I tell people, don't be afraid. Nothing is taboo. I do keep it private, and it goes strictly to the person who orders it. So I tell everyone there's a line for everyone. One of the things I try to do is because we all have a sense of humor. And what is it if you can't, if you can't share your sense of humor? Right. I have someone, they always call him the Mr. Sailor because his mouth is like a sailor. And a friend of mine bought a mug with one of his favorite quotes. And she's like, you can't get this anywhere. And I said, exactly. I said, I cater it to you. And yes, some of the words in there I wouldn't use on a regular day basis, but that is a joke between you and that person. I'm not going to sit there and judge. I'm just going to make your cup, and it's going to be personal. That person's probably going to crack up and wonder where you got it.
You can't walk into the store and have that made.
No, you can't. And,
like, no, we can't do that.
You can't do that. And I do, because, there are times, you want to have something unique, and unique is the way you want it. I try my best to please my guests, and I call them my guests, my family when they order, and try to make things personalized, because you can't get that. You can get shirts made with the Grinch on it everywhere, but I go the extra mile. You see, I decorate the inside of the hoodie. Who gets a hoodie decorated on the inside? I take it that extra mile to make sure that when you walk around, they're like, oh, I've never seen that. No, you haven't. At least I made it. I made sure that nobody else sees it or has it.
Oh my God. Baby, I want a hoodie with the Camaro Cave thingies all over the inside.
That'd be cool.
Oh, I can do that.
All right, we'll be talking.
Oh. And that is a
bear.
Oh, it's
and it has like all over the.
Mm-hmm. So it's Papa Bear. I have this one that any of my cups and my tumblers can be personalized. I make them. And then I allow you to put your quote, your name, whatever you would like on it. I also have the chaos coordinator, this one with the quote in the back. But I have a lot of things. I'm working on a lot of Christmas items because this is, of course, new for me. I made towels, Chong family.
Oh.
Yeah. And that was personalized. I also, like I said, I'm a Grinch. I'm a fanatic of Grinch. So this is one of the shirts that, hey, don't take it personal.
Right.
Oh, that's awesome. Instead of giving gifts, I'm giving everyone my opinion. Love that.
Look, for free.
For free.
For free.
I tell my customers that. I'm like, my opinion comes for free. That's just one of the free things that comes with my service.
Yeah. And that's my Etsy. I plan on entering all these items that you see here for sale. If anybody has anything in particular, I can definitely put it up. Put it on there. They can also reach me, my phone number, email, because I can email. I can send things directly by mail as long as they contact me by phone, let me know. But they can feel free to contact me on Etsy as soon as my website is up soon. Then they can reach me that way as well. But I will have the Etsy and my website up and ready for anyone. I also made, and this one is engraved, and it says, advice from the sea, seize your opportunity. It's one of my personal ones that I made.
Oh, wow. That's really nice.
It's a 30-ounce tumbler, double wall tumbler. And then I have, because this is my coastal wine.
Oh, Sarah would love that, baby.
Very cool. Yeah.
Turtles.
Yeah, she would love that. How'd you get into this?
I've been doing this, believe it or not, for a long time, but I did it for family. I never sold anything. Every time I gave gifts, I would give personal gifts. I would make things, and my family knows me as the little crafty one. But I didn't have faith in, I was scared. Let's put it that way. I was afraid to take the leap, and instead of doing things for free, I decided that I wanted to share my gifts and sell what I make, because I never did before. I just basically handed it out to families. And then people kept telling me, what are you doing? What you do is really amazing. When are you going to bite that bullet? And, I was afraid to take the leap and decided, with the support of my family, that I was going to start doing these things and selling them. Like I had a lot of ideas. I was just afraid to move forward and decided, okay, this is it. And as you see, that's what I've been doing. I did a pair of sneakers, which for someone, what is it, Jack Skellington sneakers. And he's like, I'm crazy about those. And I did those just, and mind you, I didn't charge because I was just trying to, show what I can do. And now I decided, okay, no more. I'm going to start, at least charging for the work that I put into this, because I put a lot of love into the stuff I do. And I say that if you're not satisfied, I will do what I have to do to ensure that you're happy with what you receive. And I've been blessed. I've been lucky. Everyone who's actually purchased items from me, I've got return guests who say, man, that's amazing. I've not seen these pieces. And I said, thank you. I try not to repeat. I try to make them unique.
Yep. All right. Show some Camaro stuff.
Oh, yes. Well, I've got my Camaro cup here.
Yep. Back on the screen.
Yeah. See, that's a Camaro. And a lot of my Camaro stuff, sad to say, I made my little ducks. I have purchased, they're gone. They're bought. So that's my only one right now, Camaro. Everything else is gone, but I do hats, I do shirts. I wish I had more to show. I have more Christmas stuff out. I had a Camaro hat, actually. I've got some ducks that I've done. And if you hold one moment, I will get it.
Since you started.
Right here. And I've got some cute little ducks.
Oh,
The sharks.
Yeah, that I've done. Happy sharking. And then this one was personalized. They wanted a Slimer on it. So I did the green Camaro.
Ghostbuster one. That's cool.
Yeah. Someone requested that. They're like, well, I love Ghostbusters. So these are my little ducks. And then I just put little emblems on them. I have done helmets. I work with, of course, Party Shack. I did their helmets for the guests that they come over and do the go-karts. So I did some helmets. I wish I had those around so I could show you. And they were personalized. They had racing gear and logos on it. And I do little shirts for the people who go and have birthdays there. Let me see. I have so much things. Here we go, more merch. Of course, Camaro.
Beanies.
And that is more. And I do that. I do vinyl. This is called, because a lot of people don't realize the different techniques. This is DTF, direct to film. I also do sublimination and I do vinyl, which are 3 different ways of doing things. This is vinyl, and this is something that you actually iron on. There, it's permanent, it stretches well. But this is DTF, and DTF is direct to film. And this is, you could wash it, wear it, put it in the rain. The same thing with this outfit that I made, DTF. As long as you wash it inside out, you can wash and dry it, and that will stay there as long as you keep, you wear it.
Yeah, it doesn't crack and separate.
Yeah.
It's like
See, and the same thing with the hats. That's one of the reasons I love to work with DTF for clothing, because of the fact that it lasts a long time. Certain things out there that they use don't last, and you want the products that you give someone at least to wear it for at least 200 times without worrying about it damaging. So I try to the stuff that I do, I try to make sure that it's something that can be worn. Eventually it's going to wear and tear like anything, but it's going to last them a while. I did some holiday cups, little ones, and these I use for baskets. So they're personalized to go in baskets. So back here, they'll get the names. And I make gift baskets, Christmas gift baskets, and I put cocoa and things like that for whoever would like. And then I enter, like if it's a family, then I have different style of cups. I try not to repeat. So if they ask for a basket of 4 cups, then of course I give them 4 Christmas cups, and I try to make them different for each guest.
What's your ETA on purchases? If people start to make purchases right now, what's your turnaround?
What my turnaround is usually a week. That is a week for me to process, get the pictures done. And it's also depending on, and I like to say that, on the image and how intense the image is, because then I have to, of course, I have to either draw it, remake that image so that way I can get that image onto clothing, or I can actually, and you see my big monster back here, so I can engrave it. I always keep, one thing I do is I'll let my guests know, hey, I'm working on yours from this time to this time. And usually about a week, and then I can have it mailed and sent to them. And I always ask for, if it's a large, let's say, for instance, a large image with many colors, I always ask them, to give me about 10 days, because that takes a bit. It takes a bit for me to change everything into the computer, get it done, and print it. But it's, I would say no more than 7 days a week for large. I did actually, what was it, 30, I want to say 30 shirts for the Party Shack in about 2 days.
Nice.
But, it's simple imaging.
Yeah.
So it's all depending on the size of the image, how many images, how intense, how many colors. And I'm very straightforward. I let them know, okay, this is what it's looking. This will be your cost. And I'm very good with letting them know how much and how do you like it. Go ahead and send me an idea, because I always like for the person I'm working with to give me their ideas, because this is your customization. This is your personalization. I'm just a creator. You dream it, I create it. I mean, there's some things that I remind people that, we have to be careful with certain images, because, they don't belong to us.
Yeah, trademark.
So we have to be careful. But if I can find, I don't know if you guys know about Fabrica. If I can get in there and get the image, then I'll try my best to get that person what they want. Like I said, you dream it, I'll create it.
David just said you have good stuff, and he just went on and followed you. So y'all, if you see something that you want to do, then just get a hold of her, and she'll give you a quote and time and see if it fits your need.
Yeah, if it fits your need. I'd say, I don't make I wanted to say I don't make things beforehand, because since I customize for you, that's why my logo says designed by Esined for you. You create it and I will make it. That way, when you get it home, you can say, that's mine. I did this. It belongs to me.
Custom.
Yeah, because I mean, what's the fun of it if it can't be yours? And what's the fun of it if I'm making the same thing for you for 5 other people and you're walking down the street with the same thing? It's not fun.
So can David get a hoodie with a Synergy Camaro and the Grinch on it?
Oh, he sure can. Oh, he has to do it. Yeah. Yes, he can.
There
yes,
you go.
he can.
So y'all, she also does vinyls for your Camaros.
Yes, I do.
Whatever car you want to do. So if you have a winter project and you want to put some vinyl on your car, she can. She's got the plotter and stuff to print those out, roll them up. And send them to you.
Right now, it's funny because that's where I started. Well, I started, making simple things, but that's where I started. And now I'm being pulled in other avenues, as in clothing and shoes.
Yes, this has got some pretty amazing. We did a video on her. We'll probably roll that here in a little bit, but talk to us about that thing flashing behind you.
Okay, this is and I want to bring it in closer without dropping it. And I call this is I'm sorry, and I apologize for the glare. This is an actual, you see it's a boxed frame. And what it is an engraved glass. And it's engraved, and inside of the box is where you have your lighting. And then this is, of course, my memory bank that I attach. It's USB. I make it so that you can have every color. So you're not, restricted to one color, because you never know. Maybe you're feeling pink. Maybe you're feeling green. These take me maybe two days to make. I plot it on my computer and I make them. So these, I would say, if you give me your design, you send me the picture that you want. Let's say, for instance, you have a picture of your car, you send it to me. All I have to do is, what we call, put it on the computer, exchange it into a drawing, and then I can have that for you. There is no limitation, but what I do say is, the more clear the image, the more prettier the frame and the image that you're gonna get. And that's what I say. So if you have an image, and it's a good image, I can basically turn it into that. I can put words on it, like what I did with Charlene. So if there's a quote, or if your car has a name, please, all you have to do is let me know exactly how you want it. And I make it the way you want it. You tell me. I'm just the instrument. I always say that. I'm the instrument. And I just make it according to the way that you like it. Charlene asked me for one, and I told her, what do you want? She goes, I want my car, the year, and my name. And I said, you got it. And I made that for her. I actually made this fella. And sad to say, my child decided it's going to be his. He says, you're not getting rid of that. I want it.
So that's awesome.
Thank you. And like I say, they come with lights. You don't have to worry. It comes with a USB, and they all come with a remote. And like I said, they come that way. I'll make sure that when you get it, it is exactly the way you want. And one thing I do is, throughout the process, I send what I call images, and I tell you, how do you like it? And then all you do is send me, and you send me the detail. Ooh, I don't like the placement of that. Because I'm working for you, I make sure that I send you what the work looks like, and then I ask your opinion to what it is you would like for me to change, omit, add. And and then we can get it. Once you approve your project, you're good to go. You'll get your project. Yes, I can do animals. Yes, I can do pets. Yes. Pet pictures, a matter of fact, I have a young lady. It's funny that you asked that, who her pet passed away. And I'm doing actually one for her, of her pet. Yep, that's some of my stuff. Those I did for Halloween. I have one of my mugs that I don't know that change colors. And that was from my Halloween line. I couldn't part with it. It was probably one of my best works. And I was like, oh, I don't know if I'm gonna. That's the one. So you see, that's my son's hand. And it changes 3 colors. It'll go from blue to green to gold. And those are glass tumbler, double walled, so you can do hot and cold. And they come with the glass straw as well.
That's cool as hell.
Yeah,
Thank you. And that's that one is funny because I changed it. And excuse me a minute. That's this one that turns right here. See, it was for Halloween. And that's the same glass. And then you just basically shake it. But these, like I said, these are tempered. So you can do hot and cold.
That's really cool.
Yeah, and they change color. And I do them in 3 different types. It'll go from pink to purple. Well, it'll go pink, blue, and purple. And then I have another one that will go almost silver, green. And that one I didn't post because once I had it made, it was gone. And it was it goes from silver to almost a dark purple, and then back to silver.
That's
to
really
almost
cool.
a gray silver. So those are some of my things. And weddings. I did a bouquet. I do, as you see, glasses. I also do things for bachelorettes. I have no limits. And as long as you can think it, and you decide what you want, there's really not much I can't do. And if I can't, I'll be the first one to say, woo, I love the way you think, but that might be a little impossible. Because I don't want to try and make a promise of something I can do and I know that I can't. So everything I say I can do, I will deliver. And that's a bouquet I've done.
That's great.
Thank you.
Wow.
You are very talented.
Thank you. Thank you so much. That means so much. I think it's because I work from my heart. I mean, everything I make, I make for you, and I make for whoever it is that they want. And yeah, that's mine. I did that.
Now you use a whole bunch of different type of vinyls, right?
Yes, I do. I do. Mm-hmm. I usually like to use Oracle 651 because it's all weather. Oracle is all weather. It's 5 to 10 years. And if you want something on your car that's going to last, you don't want anything that's going to be worn. That's one of the. Yeah, my granddaughter.
Oh, adorbs.
And let me tell you, she wanted to go to Myrtle Beach to enter her car, and I'm like, baby, I don't think that they're going to accept your car at Myrtle Beach.
Adorbs.
She actually wanted, and she was so excited. She was so excited. But yep, I use like I said, Oracle. Usually my vinyls, I use those because they're great for the weather. They'll last you a while. There goes my helmets that I did for Party Shack. They last for a while. They like I said, they have I say 5 to 10, and it's depending, because if you're going to keep it in the sun all day and not cover, you got to understand that 10-year can go to 5 years. But most of the time, that's what I use. It's been my favorite. I've used it in my cars and I've had no problems. And I have a car that actually sits outside the sun. And those are some of my projects and some of the things that I've done. And it's so funny because you can tell from the beginning until now. You look at some of those mugs and you're like, compared to what I do now, you grow.
100%.
You grow and you learn what works and what doesn't work. And that's, yeah. I do keychains. I am now doing cutting boards, keychains, purses. Yeah, I can engrave purses, wallets. A matter of fact, one of the surprises that I have, and I will not ruin it, that's going to you. I can't wait for you to see it. It's something really cute, but it's going to be a project that I'm going to go into the first time.
Nice.
And you'll see it in your gift box when it comes to you.
We can't wait to show it off and say, show you some love for sure.
We'll open the box live.
Gosh, that's gonna be so exciting.
We got you, bro.
Oh, just that for me, above anything, just watching someone, unravel something that I've made and to see your smiles, that for me, yeah, that makes me emotional because it's really nice. The few people that I've done things for, they send me pictures of them holding what I made, and it's, for me, that's an honor. It's a gift. Just to see the smiles above anything else.
We're the same way.
Isn't it exciting? It's exciting. And for me, I always add something extra. I do it not because I have to, because I choose to. I choose to always do something extra. And when you get it, you're like, what? I kind of shock you and surprise you.
Nice.
That for me is exciting. But I have, like I said, there was something else I know that I wanted to show. And I thought I had it. Oh, and I don't know what I did with it. I had something else to show besides my little holiday cup. And this is also a double tumbler. And it's got, and you can do also cold and hot. And it flips. It takes a while, but it's almost like a lava lamp. It's almost like a lava lamp, and it says Christmas in it. And these are some of the little things that I notice a lot of people like. They like the double walled, the little things where they drink and you can see your drink inside. That's one of the items that I was working on. I've got a few other things that are coming that I'll be posting. I've got another pair of shoes that I'm actually getting done. And those are going to be Camaro shoes, believe it or not.
Nice.
So
Nice.
I'm working on those, and those will be Camaro shoes. They're going to have the logo and some different things on there.
Alrighty. Does anybody have any questions for Denise?
And also, like, this is you have a couple Camaro clubs, right? Or
I have the Western. Yes, I have the Western. I have M2C Western, and then the Eastern. Yep, I have a couple of them. And then we are extended family to the Carolina of Camaros of the Carolina. And there you go, Camaros of the Carolina. That's my extended family.
Yep. And you started the Camaro sharking.
Yes. Yes. We always saw, it's funny because we love the concept of the ducks and the Jeeps. We thought that that was unique. And I said, what can we do? And of course, we're all sitting there and we look over and then I go, shark, you guys have gills, even though I don't have gills on mine. But I said, you guys have gills. Why don't we start sharking? And everybody, it just started to fly. It started to fly.
And fins. We have fins.
We have fins. And we have fins, and some of the Camaros are lucky. They have gills and fins. So that's what we started. So we started sharking, and it's exciting to see. What's exciting is when you get sharked and you're like, oh my goodness. I got sharked in Myrtle Beach by a 7-year-old, and he was so cute. And he put it on my car, and he looked at me and I looked at him and I said, it's okay. Go ahead, put it on there. It's nice when you see it, I never told you, and it's funny, the story. I sharked a police officer. I didn't know he was a police officer. And I sharked his Camaro. And I'm inside a Harris Teeter and I sharked his Camaro. And I don't think he understood or he knew what that was. But anyways, I sharked him and I'm at a red light and right in front of me, somebody got in an accident. And that same guy comes buzzing by. He comes buzzing by the police officer and I'm like, oh, great. And as I'm sitting at the light, he's, trying to deal with traffic and he comes by, he goes, hey, you got a Camaro. You might want this. And he gave it back to me.
Oh my God.
He gave me back the top. You have a Camaro. You might want this. And I'm like, I was the one that gave it to you, but okay. Yeah. He had a Camaro and he sharked me back with my shark. And I started cracking up and I go, oh, you probably are clueless. You don't know what a shark is. But I laughed so hard. And this is before we started putting the tags on them and saying jawsome, your Camaro's jawsome. It just a shark, and he gave it back with a little Camaro on it and he gave it right back.
That's cool. That's cool.
Yeah.
We still have our first shark.
I know, right? Me too.
You gave it to us.
Oh, you still do.
We do. We still have our first shark that you gave it to us.
Well, I'm going to have to give you a shark with a little your little cave on it.
Yeah, I guess.
So that way, because as you notice, and where is it? I know I have it here somewhere. Let me see what I did with it. I've got a couple of, and yeah, I must have put it back. I have a couple little pieces going around because I have a couple more little projects that I'm doing. And of course, we'll have your stuff on it. Oh, I don't know. That would be great if I knew what I did with it. But it's so cute. This piece, I got a couple more of these pieces that I'll be sending. And then what you can do is actually just iron it on your shirt.
Nice.
I have a couple pieces I have loose that I have. So when you get, as long as you use your iron, no steam, just your plain iron, you can iron it on whatever shirt you want.
Nice.
Yeah. So I got those, but I put them somewhere. I put them away because I try not to let them get too, I don't want them to get linty or dirty because they don't work as well.
All right, guys, there's Denise's email.
That's right. That's your email, right?
Yes, that is my email. And you can start emailing me. I'm very good at making sure. And there goes one of my vinyl projects.
Woohoo!
This is for Reaper. And he's supposed to be picking it up because these are going to go on his actual seat. So I got those done. for him. And he'll be picking those up. It's hard because during the cold, nobody really does vinyl. So plus anyways, I love vinyl, but let me tell you, now that I have my engraver and everything, I'm just getting into engraving and doing frames. I really enjoyed this project. I didn't actually think it was going to come out the way it did.
They're really
when I made that, I was like, wow. You know, I just kind of shocked myself saying, wow, look at that. You did it.
cool.
You did it. There was a couple of tears shed. It's not an easy thing.
What's up, Spider?
I got a cat picture of my mom.
Absolutely, David.
Yeah, definitely. Yes. Yes. And the clearer the image, the better. And if you have an image, and I say this, if you have an image and you're concerned that it's not clear enough, you'll send it to me. I'll let you know. But believe me, I'll work my magic to get that image transposed so that way you can put it on whatever you want to put it on. Cop got sharked. He did. And then he sharked me back at the light.
Yes, David, that's fine.
Okay. Yeah, because I will not. That's one thing about me is unless I get permission from the person whose logo it belongs to, I will not add it to the work. Because that's one of the things I'm very good about. I have, like I said, Party Shack. I work with them, and one thing I will not do is like somebody said, "Oh, I want a Party Shack shirt." Can't do it unless the owner says, "Okay, Denise, go ahead. I'm giving you permission." Yeah, I'm very, very loyal to the people that I deal with. I respect, especially when I started doing these things. I said those are for you strictly, and nobody else can get it unless you decide go ahead and make one for someone, then yes. Yeah, one thing I will do is will not make anything without permission.
Yeah, just use your best judgment. If you think it's something that we wouldn't stand behind, just call.
Exactly. I'll call. Definitely, because I've got your number and I'll say that, hey, somebody's saying that they want, and yeah, I will definitely reach out. A lot of the stuff that I do is personal. And I like to make sure that the person who's coming to me understands that their stuff will be handled with care. I do everything myself. So I make sure that everything I do is kept, this is my office and usually it's me. And once my building is finished back there, I have a huge, I call it the hangar. Once the hangar is finished, everything will be kept in there, and everything that I do, everything that I make is kept. It's kept, let's put it this way, treated well. Also with my line, and that's the funny part, my uncensored. I tell everyone once it's done and said and done, I do erase the images. I don't keep the images. So if you need something else for another family member, you'll have to resend the images because I don't keep images. Those are really personal. I use them, and once I'm done with them, I do erase them. So I always tell everybody, I apologize. That is an image of your mother. That is an image of your brother. And I don't keep those images. I keep them just enough to do the projects. And then I get rid of them. I erase them. I gently put them away.
Exactly. Yeah. Spider Buddy, you can do seat.
This, now I say this, leather seats can be done. I have a vinyl that adheres to leather. I have a permanent vinyl that adheres to leather, and then I have what we call a semi-permanent. Semi-permanent are for those who aren't sure they want to keep it for the length of time. Then permanent is until you decide you want to peel it off. The only thing I say is that with permanent, you may get the mark that stays in your leather. That's why I always say go semi-permanent. Semi-permanent will not hurt your leather. This vinyl that I did here is for material. And the person that's doing it is keeping his car that way. He's not planning on changing it because he invested that much money in it. This gets ironed into the material. That means when he comes, because he's got to come and pick it up, we will be ironing it. I have a very tiny iron, and it's not the kind that you use for clothing. This one goes up to 300 degrees. It's really hot, and you iron it on the seats, and this will stay permanent. I mean, this will stay until he decides to get rid of the car. That will stay in his seats. But yes, you can do material seats and leather seats.
Maria wants to know, can you make ornaments for Christmas? Like she's thinking of her family's names and stuff.
I sure can. I do ornaments. Yes, I do ornaments. I engrave ornaments. Yes. Mm-hmm. Yeah. She just got to let me know what she wants, how she wants on them. I do pictures. Yes, I do ornaments. I do cutting boards. Like I said, there's not much that I don't. I always let everyone let me know what they want. If it's ornaments, she's got to let me know, does she want it round? Does she want it oval? What color scheme does she want? Does she want it glitter? Does she want it clear? Does she want it glass?
David's about to be broke.
What about cloth seats? Okay, cloth seats are nice because you can actually iron. It's called iron. It's like an iron-on. It's a vinyl iron-on that you can permanently iron on your seats, and you can rub it, scratch it. It will not come off. Mm-hmm. So I always tell everyone, if you decide to go that route, remember that once it's on there, it's on there. You can get it off. You can, but you'll have to work a little bit.
It's exactly the way they used to do the cars in the 70s.
Yeah, exactly. Mm-hmm. And it's nice because that vinyl is really nice. I've seen it. It's so funny. I went and watched the guy do the iron on the seats, and it was the detail that you can do, multicolored. It's amazing. But like I said, once it's on the seat, it's on the seat. It can be taken off, but it takes some work. Yeah.
That's crazy.
Well, I'm about to be broke.
Yeah, David's about to be broke.
Well, he's planning to keep his car for a long time. Then you would definitely love that. Matter of fact, it's funny that he said that. I had someone who had a hole in their seat and made me make a big vinyl to cover the hole because he didn't want to pay for the repair. So what he did was we double vinyled. So we vinyled and then vinyled again to cover the hole, and you couldn't even tell there's a hole there. It's covered by an image, but
that's crazy.
He's like, oh, I'm too cheap. I don't want to sit there and buy new seats. And he did. It wasn't a Camaro, it was an actual Honda. And I was like, okay.
Yeah. All right, man, I got you.
I got you. We're gonna have to double vinyl, and we're gonna have to make an image within an image. So we had to superimpose, make a small image and a bigger image. Yeah.
That's crazy.
The hole is done.
That's crazy.
Yeah. And he's happy. He gets in his car and he's happy. He doesn't have that tear. He had a box cutter in his pocket and he sliced the seat. So he's quite happy with that.
Cool beans.
I also do things for pets, handkerchiefs, collars. I'm starting to do collars. I'm working on that now. It's a setting that is it's a setting that you have to really get right, but I'm doing leather collars for pets because, there's a lot of people who have fur babies out there. And I say, hey, you want to give your fur baby? I'm going to be doing collars and handkerchiefs and cute shirts with their dog's names on, with their fur baby's names on it. So I'll be getting into that. I've got my hands in a few things. It's just, before I decide I'm going to offer that service, I want to make sure that I feel comfortable that I can do it exactly the way it's meant to be. That when you get it, you're like, oh, okay, that's, yeah.
Well, I think Andy has a video queued up. You ready for the?
I think so.
All right, what we got? Hey, listeners, it's Tonja. And tell me your name and where you're from.
I'm Denise, and I'm from High Point, North Carolina.
All right, Denise is a female Camaro driver There's her beast. And she's a step further than that. She does vinyls, y'all. So we're going to talk to her in a second about the vinyls that she does. The car next to her. Listen, guys, these girls brought it home today. Like, they all brought home trophies, and 2 of the cars have her vinyls on it. So we're going to have her walk us around the cars and show us the vinyls. And if you guys need vinyls, then give some love to one of the dwellers. She'll hook you up, mail them to you, take them to your favorite person, or if you're creative and you know how to do it yourself, then do it yourself. I mean, I can do it. She's done it. You can do it too. And if you don't trust yourself with it, then take it to your local detailer. That was easy for me to say, right? And then they can hook it up for you. Okay? So I'm going to stop this. We're going to flip it around, and she's going to talk to you about these vinyls, okay?
Hi, everyone. My name is Denise from Designed by Esined LLC. I do vinyls for cars, amongst other things. I also customize shoes, shirts, and hats. Behind me, I have some custom cars that I actually, and some decals that I did with vinyl. I use only car grade vinyl, Oracle or Vivid, which are the best. Hold up very well in the summer. 5 years, you get a good 5 to 10 year use, even if it's sitting in the sun. Only use the best vinyls for detailing cars. Here we have Sub-Zero, and this is, of course, Oracle and Vivid vinyl, which holds very well. It does very well at high temperature, and as you notice, it does look very good.
So guys, this car's not finished yet. She didn't get the vinyl done yet for the hood.
I do line work as well, which I have not done.
So we can't show you what the hood's going to look like yet, but as soon as she gets it done, we'll have it online.
And I also do vinyl on vinyl, which very few people can do. So once we lay this vinyl, I can put a vinyl on top. I also cut solid vinyl.
So the first layer's done, the second layer is not done yet.
Not yet.
And then guys, here's her baby.
Yep. And all the vinyl work I did on that. I do color as well, as you see. Inside my tires and on the sides. Now these are reflective vinyl, so at nighttime you do see them. I also do glow in the dark and neon, which very few people do because it's really hard to cut and get transferred.
So there's the reflective, guys. Can't really.
Yeah, I just bought some blackout vinyl. I bought blackout vinyl, which I'm going to play with, and that's the ones that the police officers have.
Tell us how to get a hold of you.
Yes, my handle is Designed by Esined, and I have an Instagram. Soon a new webpage will be up, and it's the same thing, Designed by Esined. You look me up on my Instagram. Please feel free. My phone number is 336-471-7395. That's my business number. Feel free and reach out. Whatever you need, I can fulfill them, hopefully.
All right, let's give this Camaro girl some love and some business and get your cars hooked up. All right, peace out, guys.
I was so nervous.
You did great.
Thank you. I was so nervous. Just like today. I think I burned a hole in the floor, like from pacing.
No, you did great.
Thank you. Yeah, reflective vinyl. I do, like in my tires, there is reflective vinyl. As a matter of fact, I've had my vinyl on my car it's a 2021. And imagine, I put it on there, I think 2 months after I had it, and you see how great it looks. It's not peeled or anything. And mind you, in my tires, I'm consistently cleaning because, rims, they get really dirty. brake dust. And if you look at my rims, yep, they look great. The vinyl there. As a matter of fact, one of the things I like to do is drive at night because people kind of beep their horn because they can see it rolling around in my tires. So, yep. And I just, like I said, I bought blackout vinyl. That's the stuff that the police officers have on their car, and I bought it. I've not played with it yet. I will not promise anyone that I can make them anything with it until I've learned my settings and get it to cut the way I need it to cut. But yes, I bought blackout vinyl. And if it goes well, that'll be what I'm putting on Anubis. Anubis will be all blacked out vinyl. You won't see it unless it's reflected.
That's cool.
That is really cool.
Yeah.
Onyx might need some blackout vinyl.
Yeah.
All right. So High Point is only 4-hour drive. I definitely see us doing a lot of business. I wonder if they would stick to hood liner, as I do want to do a full painted liner, but add some vinyl to my liner. Like the inside liner, David? Is that what you're talking about? The delay.
It's got a whoop.
Yeah, it's gotta go up and then come down. The underhood liner, yeah, no, I don't think vinyl sticks to the heat deflecting.
You'd have to iron it. It has to be iron on, and I don't know if you can buy. And I could be wrong because, like I said, vinyl part is more of my newer. Everything else I've done, but the vinyl aspect is more of my newer love, my newer passion. Not sure, but I can tell you what, I can definitely look that up and give you an answer.
Yeah, that'd be something you'd have to play with because those are heat deflecting.
Yep. So we'd have to.
So anything that you would have to apply to those with heat, it might deflect the heat and not stick.
Mm-hmm. But I do have reflective vinyl inside my hood, and it's on my
in the metal, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
In the metal.
But that is on that. But I've never done it, and it's something I'm going to have to. Now that he brought that up, hey, something I'm going to have to dabble in and check out.
I know, play with it and see if you can get it to stick. But I'm gonna put my money on it's
that
gonna
it won't
deflect the heat. Yeah.
That it's going to roll and curl.
Yeah. Because it's made, that material is made to fight the heat.
Yep.
No matter how much heat you give it, it's going to try to fight it back.
No, if they, like I said, this, now I'm going to have to look into that. Now I'm so curious because if they make the iron-on kind, the iron-on, and those are fuzzy, they have, the material. I'm wondering if it can, if it can be put and ironed.
Maybe with a heat gun, like blow it so that it pushes blows the heat on it.
And it will be directly, because mind you, if it's something that you could iron on, imagine the heat will just continue to keep it sealed. So I'm going to have to look into that.
Yeah. Let me know. I'd be interested to hear.
I'm going to play with that. That'll be my new project.
David.
On top of everything else.
That's the way it brains.
Because you think about it, the inside of my car in my liner is plain. I've never thought about putting anything up there. Now I'm going to have to go play.
Yeah,
I'm going to have to play.
The paint that's
a good idea, David.
The paint that they use when they paint the inside of those liners is like a heat. It's a special heat paint.
And I'm going to have to look into that. That's a good idea, David. I'm going to say, now you got in my mind, it's racing.
The engine covers, the same way, the engine covers have to use a certain kind of paint.
And it has to withstand certain heat. So I'm going to look into that.
Degrees of heat.
Both ideas. Good idea, actually. Never would have thought. Never. And now that my inside is plain, I guess I'm going to have to go play. What can I lose? I just might have to buy a new little liner. That's okay. If I play in this,
go find like one that's like wrecked out or something that you just can get a piece of.
Get a piece of.
Yeah, don't start with a brand new one. Get one that's like wrecked out and old.
Yep.
You just need the the chemical makeup of it so that you can mess with it.
And that's what I have to do too, because I'll look into the heat, the heat. That's one good thing to know is the heat, the temperature, and how hot can that vinyl get before it actually starts to melt. So I'm going to have to look into some, things, because you can't only put it up there and then do it. You have to know the temperature. How much can this vinyl withstand in heat, and all that. Because
you don't want that melting and then dripping back into the engine. That would be
exactly. So I want to look into that. Look into the degree. Yep. So that's something that I'm definitely going to look into.
100%. That's crazy. David, you're a mess.
I'll tell you, that's like I said, those are the great minds. Mine's just
right. Definitely. David definitely has a crazy mind like that. All right, guys. Any other questions for her?
Any question for me?
You guys have her information. You have her email. You have her phone number. You saw it on the video.
Yep.
You watch the video if you want.
I also say, I am currently working. I work a full-time job. I run, I work for Boar's Head, and I run up 27, 30 stores. So what I do is I always ask everyone, just give me a day to reply, and I'll say, got your email? I'm going to get a hold of you, and then I'll get a hold of you. But I do work a full-time job. I'm hoping that soon, I can retire. I've been with them 14 years. I can retire and then just focus strictly on this, so that way I can make, fulfill these things sooner. But I always ask, give me a day to 2, and you'll hear from me. Don't stress if you don't hear from me that moment, because I will get a hold of you. Just be patient, and I'll be like, I got you. I'm crazy that way. I'll be like, I got you. I'll get a hold of you. But just know that I always, Boar's Head, my favorite deli meats. Thank you. Thank you. Been with that 14 years. Thank you. We appreciate your patronage. How I roll. So
awesome, guys. All right, so we're pushing an hour. You know me, I don't like to keep people long on Girl Cave. So if anybody has any other questions, then we'll hang out here for a few minutes and let you ask your question.
Ask away.
If not, you guys know how to get a hold of her. You've seen all of her cool stuff. I'm super
my tribal line, like my cups. These are and I don't know if you noticed, but in my cup, my turtle, there is a mermaid. These are tribal. These are not just regular turtles. There's a mermaid in there. This is actually a Maori tribal turtle. So there's actually a mermaid inside. So each one that I choose, they mean something. So in case anybody, same thing with my stingray. They're actually tribal. Because I love the ocean. I'm an island girl. Love the ocean.
Ocean
so
bat. It's an ocean bat.
Yeah. Oh, talking about that, I've got something coming. Bat related.
So excited.
I can't wait. I don't want to say it because I've been called in. Let me tell you why I've been called this. I get so excited that sometimes when I'm doing something, I said, I'm not going to tell you. And then I keep going. And then I end up telling, and they call me, oh my God, you're like the weenie maker. You always giving out the secrets. And there's in the olden days, I don't know, because you're so young, there was a machine called the weenie maker, and it made hot dogs, but it kept it covered, and you wouldn't know that the hot dog was done until the top popped up. I'm dating myself, y'all. And we used to love the weenie maker, and we waited for that thing to pop up, and I'm like, there goes the weenies, and go and serve ourselves hot dogs. And one day I let a secret out, and that's what they called me, the weenie maker. And it stuck.
Yeah,
So I'm like, thanks, guys.
So many questions.
I know that we're probably about the same age. But I've never heard of this weenie maker.
You've never heard of the weenie maker? Oh my gosh. Yes, it was a tiny. Oh, let me tell you, it was the thing. It was the bee's knees when it came out when I was younger. And you can make up to 6 hot dogs. In our time, we call them weenies, weenies. And you can make 6. And it was covered. And the surprise was waiting for that thing to cook. And you sit there and go, how long is it going to take? And then it'll go, boop. And then the steam would come out and you're like, oh my gosh, it was the happening thing. It's like driving hot dogs where you will watch them rotate and cook. And that's that's where I got my and it's funny that I mentioned that because I think about that, like the other day, they're like, don't tell mom because she gets too excited and you don't want her talking about it. And then, which is, I've gotten better, I don't. But anyways, they go, she's the weenie maker. I'm like, thank you guys.
That could be something you don't want.
He knows about the weenie maker.
I know, David said he knows about the weenie maker.
Get the heck out. Oh my God.
I don't know about this weenie maker.
It's funny because in the olden days, they had a commercial called the weenie maker. And it was not called the hot dog. It was fancy. It was a weenie maker. And I go, I want a weenie maker. I want one.
We just put our weenies in hot water on the stove. I don't know about this weenie maker. I don't know about this weenie maker.
Yeah, it was fancy. That is so funny. He just made me laugh with that one because that was like totally old school. And when you got lots of siblings and cousins, 6 weenies being made at one time. You feed 6 and get them out and 6 more. So it's great memories. Thank you guys. Thank you.
I mean, is it like that thing that we saw at Costco where you put, it's like a toaster and you put them all in there and they pop up?
No, this one was on rods, and it was really long and it was on rods, and you can just put the hot dogs right on it and it would rotate, just like gas station ones, and it would just rotate. But it had a cover for safety because I guess the original one didn't have a cover and people used to get burned, and they took them off the market and reintroduced them as the weenie maker. And it had a little cover, and the cover would pop when the temperature of the hot dogs reached, and it would pop up, and it was exciting. And it was a very long time ago.
That's
the
crazy.
weenie maker.
I do not remember the weenie maker, babe.
But it's funny. The weenie maker.
Maybe weenie is spelled with E's.
Sorry.
Yeah. The weenie maker.
The weenie man.
The weenie man. There's a song.
Okay.
There's a song about the weenie man.
The weenie man. No, this one was the weenie maker. Oh, that was pretty awesome.
For a hot dog rolling machine.
Mm-hmm. That thing has changed.
Is that it? Oh my God! Did you see that, babe?
This?
That's bad.
People aren't seeing what we're seeing right now, but
Denise, I got to show you this. We can't show it to you right now, but we're going to show you what you saw.
Yeah, it was just a little thing with a cover. And it's funny because on the top, it's funny because I think on the top, it came with a little thing a carousel where you can actually put the little buns on the top so that when you open it up, the steam would warm up the buns. That's the fancy kind. We just got the weenie maker. It didn't look like that. It didn't look like that because that's the one they revamped that. It was just a cute, didn't even have that at the top like that. You could get that. It was an option, but it had a cover. But that's actually the weenie maker. It wasn't like that, but that's exactly what they called it. You put 6 hot dogs. We didn't
have nothing fancy like that when I was a kid.
Yeah, there's a metal one, a smaller one. Yes. Mm-hmm. It was small and metal. Yes. Oh, David knows.
Oh, you rich kids. We didn't have anything like that.
that was pretty fancy when they bought it. I mean, we thought we were like, wow, look at us. We don't have to boil hot dogs anymore. Just put it on the rods and let it go.
No, please don't put that out there publicly.
Oh, Lord. That's my uncensored line. You want that on a shirt.
Oh my God.
Like I said, if it wasn't, I wish I could actually discuss the one shirt that I had to make that actually made me blush, but I definitely don't want to, but it was a very unique shirt to say the least. To say the least. It was it was like let me see how I can put it cleanly. Thank you
That gives the weenie maker a whole new
Oh,
meaning.
new meaning. Oh yeah. Those I guess are for what, bachelorette parties. Hey, weenie makers.
I guess so.
But yeah. I like I said, I had a very interesting shirt, and it's funny that when they asked me to make it, I could not. I was just blushing. I was blushing, and yeah. I'll send that to you in a text privately, because if you
Yeah. Yeah, Andy got a little off the PG right there for a minute. That was crazy.
yeah. Oh yeah.
All
So
right,
that
guys.
those are the memories. But I can't wait. Your package, like I said, I'll be sending it once I finish dabbling in your board and a couple other things that I have for you. You'll be getting your package, your care package. But I will be sending it because I want it to be there in time for Christmas.
Nice.
We really appreciate it.
Christmas, because you gotta have your Christmas bag.
I know, and yeah, like that's crazy.
You gotta have your
Our pot holders. I gotta do our Christmas cookies on the Girl Cave with this.
Yeah, just roll with it. I love
Super cute, super cute. We're gonna use those when we make our Christmas cookies on Girl Cave.
Oh, that's gonna be exciting. That's gonna be
Never a
exciting.
dull
That's gonna
live.
be
Yes, that is true. Never a dull live. You cannot ever say that our lives are dull.
No.
All right, guys.
Who would have thought you'd be talking about weenie making?
yeah, weenie maker. Look at that. You see, hey, that's live. One
Oh,
term.
my goodness. All right, guys. So some Christmas gift ideas. Get a hold of Denise. And if for whatever reason you lose track of whatever it was to contact her, you can always contact us and we will put you in contact with her. I know.
Feel free to call me. I honestly feel free. I ask if you do call me, and sorry to interrupt you. If you do call me, leave your name and just a brief, like, I want a frame, and your number, because iPhones, I don't know if you know, sometimes they'll silence unknown numbers. So just text me, because texting, I love that because of the fact that I can send you right away images. Also, I do it by email as well, but I text me. Don't be afraid to text me and say, hey, I have an idea. What do you think? I'm more than happy. I have my phone with me 24/7 anyways when I'm working. So please.
Awesome, guys. There you go. Christmas present.
All right, David. I'm
Go.
expecting your email.
All right. Everybody, drive safe, wear your seatbelts, keep the faith, and you know where to go get some fun Christmas presents.
Right. Yep. Got my shirt. Keep the faith. I keep forgetting which side.
Yeah, it's like opposite of what it,
Yeah, I'm so proud. I'm so proud of my shirt. I wear it.
we love it.
We appreciate you.
Support
Thank
my-
you so much.
Oh,
right.
we appreciate
See
you. Bye-bye.
Bye, Denise. We will see everybody next week on the normal Wednesday 8 o'clock live. And of course, you know, you can reach us on our email addresses. Peace out, guys.
Awesome.
Have a great week.
Love, hugs, and kisses from the heart.